Everything's different. My head in the clouds.
Pure rock and roll magic. Thanks, guys.
I hit this corner with my foot on the gas.
Our crew, those guys, they make us look good, you know, and they make us sound good. So without those guys, we couldn't do what we do.
Just like that.
If I had another thumb, I'd give it to you. They're great. They're unbelievable. The crew we have out here is second to none.
You know, a G has a standard way of being, you know, played. He does a lot of things in between. You know, just chords that are not made up, but certainly not common, especially for, you know, just the average player. I restring it for the start of the show, and then after about between 6 and 8 songs, I restring it again. The biggest priority is just to keep him so he never thinks about the gear, so he can just focus on playing and you know, and singing and not have to have in the back of his mind that, you know, there might be a problem.
Well, I'm the front of house mixer, and I take an input from each member of the band, all of their instruments, bring it out here, and try to blend them together into something that sounds musical. Then we try to sort of make that musical sound similar everywhere else if we can. We monitor our temperature and humidity out here. That's a really big factor for us. Temperature mainly is whether or not we're comfortable and happy working. The humidity really changes the air that we're dealing with. We deal with some really long distances of air, and as you add moisture to the air and take it away, it really changes the sound.
Any concert scenario, there's a sound guy that does the sound for the audience, and then there's the guy on the side of the stage that does the sound for the band. I'm creating one mix for each person on stage. There's Dave's mix, there's Carter's mix, there's Stefan's mix. Carter sits on a chair that actually has a speaker built into the chair, and that's a separate mix. It's like a sub-speaker. Stefan stands on a wedge that also has a speaker built into it that we feed the kick drum to so he can sort of feel the kick drum through his body. I can see everybody from my soundboard except for Carter because he's blocked by these cymbals. But we have the little camera mounted between the drums pointed at his face, so I'm always looking at this small window where I can see everybody. During the show, Dave wears a little lavalier microphone that he can use to communicate with anybody in the band. At the end of every song, Dave's mic and Carter's mic, I bring them in automatically.
I like that reggae thing Tim does.
Yeah, Tim's playing sausage.
That's nasty. All these vibrations coming from y'all. I felt vibrations coming from you. You gave me some vibrations during this performance.
For us to load in, get all the gear set, so this way all the band techs can do all their little fine-tuning, 5 hours. But a truck usually carries about 75,000 pounds of gear, and all of ours are loaded. We carry 9. Now, if we do a stadium, we carry 11 for extra PA and extra video. Plus a gym truck and a merchandise truck. And then we have 6 crew buses, 5 band buses. You probably have a total, with truck drivers and bus drivers, somewhere around 98, I would think.
We do sustainably sourced biodiesel in the trucks and buses. I handle the majority of the tour's greening efforts. The waste management, so recycling, composting, organic cotton merchandise, local and organic catering, a extensive carbon offset program, encouraging band and crew to use reusable water bottles. We were actually able to build these mobile hydration stations. We've been able to divert over 50,000 disposable water bottles from entering landfills since the beginning of the tour.
You have 20, 30, 40,000 fans in one place at one time, and you really have to think about
Here we are on another tour. This is the 18th season for me. Changed a few things around on the kit. Carter now has his grouping of toms over on his right side, 12, 13, 14, 16. So he's doing a lot quicker rolls without having to move his arms.
Over here is where it's my main fader to bring in for individual songs. It'll bring up a look. Over here, faders that I can bring video in and out. When it's dark, too, the racking in and out of focus on this is just really beautiful. This worked really well for this whole song, to be able to just do a snow. And with this whole rig, you know, the linear motion works really well, going up and down these really vertical, you know, kind of convex screens. Felt by adding some more dimension and making it a little more dynamic would create an interesting look. You have a real ability to grow here from a lighting show, transfer it to a big video show, take it back down to lights, and then integrate all those elements together.
Thank you very much, everybody.
So this is what it looks like before they actually put it up. Lots and lots of shirts. This is our new sweatshirt for the year. It's kind of fun, little screen print, little embroidery. But this is the first time I've ever done anything like this. In 18 years of making t-shirts, I've never printed anything on the inside of the garment. Just something kind of funny for the fans. It's one of those things that they know it's there. Inside joke, as it were. Our tried and true fire dancer, which I think we've probably seen before. Having been with these guys for so long, I like to think that I have a pretty good understanding of who the fan base is, you know, and as they grow and evolve, you know, we try and make sure that there's something for everybody, you know. We have young kids and we got to have stuff for them. We've got people, you know, my age who used to see this band when they were young kids, and now they've got kids of their own.
We are setting up for dinner right now, serving for about 150 people. So right now we're doing appetizers here, veggie entrees over there, starch over there, and Fiona over there is working on the 3 different proteins, meat, fish, and chicken.
It depends on what's available in the store. Sometimes I get stuff from farms, and it depends on what they have available. Sometimes it's the mood that we're in here. It's hot, so it's like spicy food, rice and beans, that kind of thing. How to match the somewhat, you know, region.
Everything we have is on wheels. All we require from them is power, refrigeration, and tables, and a space to cook, and everything else we do.
I think everybody tries to rise to Dave.
Well, yeah, you know, I think there's a sort of an understanding that you can't have any more attitude than the lead singer in the band, which is none here.
The way we treat our players and the way we treat our crew, from the beginning, it's always been sort of peers. We have a loyal crew just because we're loyal to them, and it keeps us from getting our heads too big, getting big heads, because it's the same people that have been here for 10 years or 15 years or 20 years, and we're all friends.
Everybody's just, you know, just a down-to-earth set of people, and everybody's so easy to work with. I just feel really blessed to be a part of all this.
Everyone's really tight with each other and helps each other out in every department when they can, and I don't think you could get a better feeling amongst a crew than we have out here.
get off stage and we unplug everything and just jump on the bus.
I guess you just sort of take it a day at a time.
Like we've done for, almost 20 years and, regardless of what's going on.
This is my life. This is all of our lives.
The show must go on. That's the way we do that.
Get that 20 years off our backs and start another one. Come back for 20 more.
This is Lisa. The sun is well asleep, the moon is high above, but fire goes from the east. How is this hate so deep? Lead us all so blindly, killing fools are we. If hate's the gate to peace, this is the last hour. Well, I don't fall for that. Raining tears, and you're righteous, so righteous, so righteous. You're always so right. Well, go ahead and dream. Go ahead, believe that you are the chosen one. Rain, tears, rain, tears, gracious, even God, blooded on the cross, your sins are washed enough. Mothers cry, his hate so deep. Must my baby's bones this hungry fire feed? His smoke cloud rolling, symphony of death. This is the last hour of a raining tear. Right is wrong now. Shut up, you big lie. Oh, this black and white lie. Yeah, you comb your hair to hide your lying eyes. And you're righteous, so righteous, so righteous. You're always so right, so right. But why you lie? Go ahead and dream. Go ahead, believe that you are the chosen one. This is the last stop. Hell is always blowing up. And I hope that we can break it down. 'Cause the world is not so black and white. Oh, black and white. Yeah. Oh, this is the last stop. Hell is always blowing up. Man, I hope that we can break it down. The world is not so fucking black and white. Oh, black and white. I'll never see. Say, it's all bad. You're righteous, so righteous, so righteous. You're always so right. Oh, and look at you nailing God to a tree. And you say, forgive me, forgive me. But why? Go ahead and dream. Go ahead, believe. be alright. Everything will be alright.